Tom Brady is the ultimate alpha male on the football field. I mean, he makes all the right reads, all the right throws. He's the perfect team leader. And he proved that when he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won the Super Bowl in his first year. He's going to go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. But guys, as we notice from other relationships like Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen, Michael Jordan and Juanita Jordan, the first marriage, and just people overall, Kevin Garnett, people in the sports world, your performance on field is much different than what's going on in your own personal life. All right. And that doesn't always translate, especially when you're dealing with a high performing woman like his beautiful wife, Gisele Bündchen. Now, I might be mispronouncing the last name here, but we all know she's a Brazilian German supermodel. She's worth over $400 million. At one point, she was worth more than him. Very successful, comes from a pretty good family. You know, the list goes on. But the issue is that Tom Brady is, this is his mid 40s. He doesn't want to retire, although he did retire. He's 45. He unretired. And, he wanted to play another year. And what's happening now is she wants him to stop playing. And it makes sense, right? Because a lot of NFL football players suffer a lot of injuries. We know, like Steve McNair, before he was he was killed by his girlfriend. He was having a hard time, just sometimes even walking, getting up. And we all know about the injuries that players have, especially quarterbacks. And being 45 and still taking hits from, defensive ends and linebackers. Hey, listen, she wants her husband to be home, right? But the reality is Tom Brady knows something that we as men also know. And something that Prince Harry figured out with Meghan Markle. Once you lose what you love to do and you become tame, you are no longer really a man. All right? That's the truth of it all. Once Tom Brady is off the football field, he probably will guess that his life, as we know it, it's over. Okay? And many athletes face this. Once they get out of sports, they become a regular person. Now, obviously, he'll never be regular because he has businesses and brands and all that stuff. But now he will go and be a house husband. He'll spend time with the kids. She'll not be used to him being there. And then pretty soon what you'll find out is the divorce is imminent. This is the same thing that happens with Scottie Pippen. It happened to Kevin Garnett. A lot of these athletes go through the same problems. But now today, what I want to talk about with you as men is this. Will you sacrifice what you want to be in order for a relationship to work? Now, I know this is the manosphere, and a lot of guys in the manosphere are kind of really pro men, and we got to understand, I understand the point of view. But now this is a marriage, right? She does want him to be there. Obviously, they're both high performing people. So I don't think, money is a big issue here. And they're having some arguments, and, they might be on way towards divorce and stuff like that. But the reality is this. Once you're no longer the man that she was when she met you, things can change, right? In 13 years in a relationship with people, things change. Think about when you're a man and you have a wife, you have a girlfriend. When she met you, she loved what you love what you're doing. You stop doing, what it is for her to make the relationship work. Now, in his case, he has kids. He's 45. That's way older to play quarterback, and I get her particular reason for it. But some guys have done it. Look at Prince Harry. He gave up his crown to be with Meghan Markle. Moved to another country. He doesn't seem to be as happy anymore as what he was doing. And he did it all for her. Now, in his case, I see he gave up too much to be a Meghan Markle. But in the case of Tom Brady, he is 45. He's won 7 NFL titles. What more does he have to prove? But it must be something about her in the relationship that, hey, listen, I want to get away from you, right? Like, if it was so great being married to you, I'd retire. But I'm in NFL camp and you've left the house, according to what rumors are saying. And there's something about you that I just don't like. I'd rather you not be here. And why do I think that can happen? From what I can understand, people change in relationships, guys. It's the nature of the beast. You know, like I tell people all the time, you're not the same person that you were 10 years ago. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago. And the same thing goes for women. All right. But what I will tell you is this: if you love doing something, and outside of professional sports, but you love doing something, you need to make sure that the woman that you're with is okay with you doing something for however long that you want to do it. Because some things, as men, is what we're tied to. It's a part of our masculinity. If you love painting, if you love working out, or if you love business, if you love entrepreneurship, and you kind of give that up to have a family, what you'll find out is you'll no longer be the same man. And that could be a reason why your woman no longer respects you. In the case of Tom Brady, I don't really know what the case is all the way, but obviously he wants to continue to play because it's a personal goal. And maybe he decided that he was going to retire. Now he wants to unretire, and she's trying to make him to have a decision. And the decision is, it's either me or football. But only Tom Brady can make that particular choice. And that's the kind of choice that need to be made in relationships. It's called sacrifice. It's a lot to think about. You have a wife who supported you. You have children. You have kids that you want to be able to play with later on in life. I mean, it's something greater than you. In this case, I sort of see her point, right? I see what's going on. But at the same time, guys, you have to live for you, because there's been so many athletes after they retire and they don't find any fulfillment in life. And that's something that every guy has to do. I don't care if you're in a normal job, you're in the military. When you're in a relationship and you no longer do those things anymore that have made you a man, a part of your masculinity, and you have to start in the new stage of life, it's difficult, okay? Like even me, I went to medical school, and I had a love-hate relationship with medical school. And for that years of my life, it defined me. I'm done. It doesn't define me anymore, at least for right now. I'm doing something completely different than what I was doing. I may go back into it at least some point, but you know, I kind of miss studying for exams. I miss the hustle and bustle of, you know, taking patients' charts and things like that, and, you know, reading samples and whatever else. You know, I'm the long hours in the emergency ward. I missed. It was a part of me, right? It was who I was. It was a part of my identity. And when it's no longer part of your identity anymore, it's hard to kind of transition, right? Because it's who you are. And that's something about being a man. You're not ever going to be able to do everything for, you know, all the time. If you like driving trucks, it's going to come a time where you probably won't drive them anymore. You're a police officer, you're a boxer, you're sometimes a lawyer or doctor or a pharmacist. There's a transition point. In your next stage in your life, you have to be ready to go to the next stage. Some things will change, some things will stay the same, but if you have family, you're going to be transitioning with it. And then keeping your masculinity at the same time is a big challenge for a lot of guys. There's no real, you know, like a handbook on how to transition, you know, in these sorts of situations. So, but guys, what do you think? I mean, do you think that Tom Brady is actually right for this? Do you think he's wrong? Who's right and who's wrong, guys? Let me know in the comment section. And as you know, the buffoonery remains all-time high. I'm out.